Hi, welcome to Live Dungeons and Dyslexia.
Hi.
Hi, as you can see, I am joined by Xane and Bunny Daniel. And today, well, it's not all going to be about Druscara, because I've got some questions I want to go through about Unnatural Selection as well, which is obviously the first book that you did. But we will be focusing on Druscara. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly.
You are.
Yeah, because it's always the worst thing, I think, when it's fantasy settings. It's, you know, reading things out loud. Oh, for everyone that's here, we've got 16 people here already. So thank you, everyone, for being here. This is the first time as well, streaming over multiple channels and all the chats. We're hoping everyone should be able to see everyone else's chats. That's the reason for the slight delay. But
well, they'll only be able to see the chats of the channel that they're on, but you could highlight a chat and throw it on your screen here, and then they'd be able to see it. So like if you clicked on one of those things, like where the nerds at from Steel Mangoose, there you go. Now everybody could see that.
Yeah. So basically, if you've got any questions throughout the night, we'll make sure the questions are sort of thrown up, and that's probably the definite things that we will share. And then we're just going to hide Bill for the rest of the evening, because
Awesome.
Okay, so right. So first thing, Xane, Bunny, do you both want to sort of introduce yourselves, sort of tell everyone who you are?
Your favorite thing.
No.
So, okay.
I always say I hate that as well, so
Right.
sorry.
So I'm going to explain a little bit about, I grew up as a gamer, of course, and I was into video games in the 80s from the Atari 2600 days, and I was also into role-playing games. So Dungeons & Dragons, first edition. I even had the red basic box, and got into both of those things so much that, dedicated my life to them. And my first job, really my first real job, was working in the video game industry. So I was a producer in the video game industry for 22 years or so. When I went into the video game industry, I stepped away from tabletop role-playing games because, for whatever reason, none of the people that were in the industry, or at least at the company I was at, played them. So when I had moved to a new city, there was nobody to play with. I just focused on video games. So then it was later that I came back. Once I left the video game industry, I came back to play. I just want to play a role-playing game. And I found one online. And this one right here was one of the players in it. And that's how we met. And
Cool.
Yeah. And so from there, then I started DMing again for the first time in 30 years. And we put together a group, and I got really into it and decided we were using basic fantasy because I love my OSR kind of stuff, right? So, and Shadowdark wasn't out yet. And we did pretty well with that. I created Druscara for that game. And then later we discovered, of course, Shadowdark. And in the process of moving everybody over to the Shadowdark rules, I moved some of the character classes over to Shadowdark, which then became Unnatural Selection. It was kind of her idea. She said, hey, this is pretty good. Maybe we should make a book. And I went, okay, that sounds fun. Let's do that. And so that's essentially how Unnatural Selection came to be. And we got really into Shadowdark and that whole world, and go to conventions and all that stuff. And so it's really blown up from there.
That's amazing. Well, I am actually really enjoying this, because like Brian O'Doherty that did for Moria, his is the same, very similar story, where like you got the Druscara. His for Moria is his 20 years of playing, and he's just converted the world over. So how many years have you been playing in this Druscara setting? So you must have an awful lot.
Yeah, how long has that been?
It's been about 3 years now, but we've had 3 different groups going in the same world at the same time. So that's essentially 9 years worth, because we've got all these different groups, and it's fun because
I'm in all 3 of them.
Yeah, she's in all 3. So
I have a hard time not metagaming, though. It's kind of difficult.
Right. And they affect each other in that world. So it's really fun to have like a multi-party campaign world going on, and really Druscara is set up to allow you to have a multi-party situation in the campaign world.
Yeah, we were just saying off camera when I was sent, because I've been sent there's 3 books, and there's about 400 odd pages to sort of get through. And normally when I'm sent any form of books to look at pre-review, it's normally 60, maybe 80 pages, or it might be a finished book. And you were like, there's going to be spelling
You
errors.
sent him the full on 400 pages.
Something like that.
Yeah, just everything. And I was like, wow, thank you for this. But reading it, it was slight spoiler. It's bloody amazing. It's I do love worlds with multiple islands. My initial thought, we're going to get onto the book later, and we're going to be showing everything that I've seen. It very much feels Game of Thronesy in that the islands feel they've got their own cultures, their own sort of big bad bosses, their own leaders, even down to the design of the buildings and the layouts of the town, because you've got one town that's a vertical town and then others are spread out, some of them are volcano, and it's just, I think players are just going to have an absolute blast wherever you want to run them. And the beautiful thing of having the island setting as a games master is you don't need to learn it all. You can just start with your little location and then build out, but you've also done it in a way that is a player safety book, that the players can buy this because it basically says this bit you can read, don't read this or you're a dick. And then they can get it just gives you the whole idea of so they can learn the culture themselves, because I think one of the hardest things we have as a player to get invested is understanding a world. And you've actually written a book that you can cleverly, everyone can have a copy of. And then within the towns, it's like, you got I think is it common law? I think then it's got secrets and then uncommon knowledge or whatever. It's something along that.
Yeah, it's common lore. And then the truth is usually the section that tells you all the backstory to it. So that the DM knows what's going on, but the players don't.
Yeah. So do you want to just, do we do Unnatural Selection? I think we should start there. I think it makes sense to start there and then come on. So, actually, Bunny, you're first on this. We do know from Xane. What was the first? I always like to sort of find out the first gaming experience. So we've had Zane's.
Oh gosh, what is my first gaming experience? Back when I used to live in Washington, my first gaming experience was, I think, around 2012, and it was Pathfinder 1E, I believe. I don't remember too much about it, but that's what started me into the role-playing realm. And then from there I went to like 3.5, and then I went to 1E. I mean, I've been around everywhere, and there was even is it Modifius? What is it called?
Modifius, yeah.
We played Star Trek, and I've tried Cyberpunk, and I mean, it's just the accumulation of all those things in like almost my first year of like trying to be in the realm of RPG. I was just like, oh, what is going on? Shadowdark is like the first thing that's been calm enough and simple enough for me to really basically know the rules, and just like 5e for me was really difficult. But Shadowdark really just it took like the best parts of OSR and some of the best things about 5e sort of, and melded them into something wonderful for me. So, my first experience was 2012, and I can't remember it. I only really started getting into the scene more once Shadowdark was introduced. Then I really started popping out there. Otherwise, I was just a player I was kind of a noob.
Well, I'm going to interrupt you, because one of the things that really stood out to me about you when we first played that first game was your acting skills.
Oh yeah, but I can do that.
You played the voices, you did the characters really well, and that really attracted me back to TTRPGs again, because I don't want to just sit around the table and roll dice. I mean, that's fun, but I want to have the characters care, and they cry, and they scream, and they go through turmoil and life events, and have that interacted by the players and the DM. That's what excites me about TTRPGs, and you embody
I think that's what I like about TTRPGs too. But it's like the rules I can't really wrap my head around until Shadowdark came around. Then I was like, oh, this is so easy. I know everything.
I think we switched. So basically, when you got into role playing, you were like the first time a load of us as teenagers went into a pub. We didn't know what alcohol we liked. We just tried a bit of everything until we got to it. And I think that is where Shadowdark is fit for everyone, because I was talking to Zach Goins the other day, and that and Mortborg. I call it Mortborg. People have got their own pronunciation for it, which is correctly, they're correct. I know I'm wrong, but those, I think we've all kind of migrating away from the more complicated systems now. And Kelsey created Shadowdark at this perfect boiling point with Wizard of the Coast doing what they did. And I think we all, like you said, we all like 5th edition. There was bits of it until combat, and then you're like, okay, right, you have your go. I'll see you in an hour.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Oh my
And
gosh,
we're all,
I know.
yeah.
It does take a while.
Yeah, and I hate how much book looking up there is. Like, I don't, even the experts still have to go, wait a minute, what do we do in this situation?
It doesn't offer smooth gameplay and like smooth storytelling, so it kind of breaks immersion. I feel like Shadowdark lends itself to allowing people to play their characters, not just play the rules of their characters.
Yeah, and definitely character progression. I think is one of the best. Again, 5th edition, right? Everyone can level up, and they'll go and pull 6 or 7 different books. Or one of my best mates, he's always on Reddit. He knows exactly what he's doing with his character to level 20 because someone's worked out the best. Yeah. And you're just like, again, you're not playing a character. You're just then playing a bunch of numbers on a piece of paper.
Right.
Where
you might as well go play BattleTech.
I've never min-maxed before. I've only ever made the characters and then tried to figure out how do I want to role play them. But I feel like in 5e that doesn't necessarily work out, because if you're not min-maxing, you'll die.
Correct. I totally agree. But it also leans towards that because of the epicness of some of the creatures that you're fighting. Where and it's very hard to die. I've done one TPK in all the years I did 5th edition, and it was a random encounter where the players that I just thought, I think I'll just put 2 of those in, and the players, and it wasn't anything the players did. The rolls just went against them. There's that one, and every now and again there's a 2-hour session where someone can't roll more than a 5, and as a games master, you are rolling hot. And I've always done open rolls. It's the way our games master, I think players should know, because one of the biggest things to help people run away is you can use your dice roll to do that. When you roll, let's say you roll a 16, they go, oh yeah, it hits AC 32. They know that they're in an encounter that they shouldn't have wandered into, or they should look to, and you don't get that if you hide a dice roll.
Right.
And these things were 2 levels below them as well. Yeah, it was embarrassing.
What were they?
I can't remember. There was some sort of shadow creature. We were 12 months into the Dungeons and Dragonheim campaign, and they were into the city and TPK'd, and they all went, that's it then. It's the end of the campaign. And I was like, I've still got half the book to go. So I thought they'll create new characters to go on, and they didn't want to. So I had to come up with this wonderful. If you ever played, what is it? It's the Grim. Oh, it's the Grim. I think I can't remember, but there's ways of. I sort of brought them back as vampires and weird creatures, and gods were allowed them another chance. 2 of the players created, and we just went on for another sort of 8 months and survived it. But now when I play Shadowdark with them and they die, they don't moan. They'll just create a new character.
Yeah,
because it doesn't take long, and then just. But there's so many characters to try.
Yes.
Everything you've done, everything Chubby done, even Kelsey's always releasing new, and the third-party content is utterly unbelievable out there. So yeah, I think that is a good segue into what's become probably one of the better third-party books. It's the one that I didn't know what it was, but I kept seeing it on everyone's shelf. So, and here it is really like unicorn poo. Is over in the UK, you struggle to see this book anywhere because
that's weird.
So I've never seen it in shop. I've seen other people that have got it, but a lot of people buy it from America and ship in, or they how I got Shadowdark was one of my subscribers went over to America and bought it back and then shipped it.
Oh, that's cool.
So so yeah, let's get into. So as you said, this was all of your other characters that you played. So,
right. And she drew this cover, by the way. I want to jump that in right away and say, she did a lot of the art in this book, and it's fantastic.
It is. It's actually, well, Druscara as well is a bloody stunning book. But we're
I
not
have
talking
not
about
had a big hand in the Druscara because I have a lot of things I have to do besides work on Druscara.
Oh, it's rubbish then. The art's terrible in the new book.
It's not. It's amazing.
It is. It is absolutely amazing. So you've got, I said, the thing that confused me, and I had to find out because I didn't, obviously I got into this late. Hyperlinked, always amazing, is you've got ancestries and additional ancestries. And I didn't realize the additional ones they were the extra ancestries from the Kickstarter, weren't they? Or the crowdfunding.
Right.
They
ones.
were voted on.
They
Yeah.
voted to get those. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So how many of these sort of classes have you actually played through? Were they all sort of created? As in, what was the sort of creation process? Because obviously, if this was a live playthrough, then you must have been were you sort of like play testing new characters or new classes and things like that with the players?
Yeah, for sure. Well, like I said, we were converting people from basic fantasy over to Shadowdark, and we had a necromancer. So that was the first one that I created, and we decided to call it Grave Warden just to separate from everybody else, because we thought, boy, I bet you a lot of people are going to create a necromancer. So let's give it a different title so that it always stands apart from that. And so the creation of the class was trying to take advantage of cool things that necromancers have, like the scythe. Like the scythe is an important necromancer tool, so let's find a way to make that stand out. So we gave it a bonus, and then the spells really are a combination of just trying to think of things that all work together. So I really like creating spellcasters because I want a first level spell or two to be something that they always come back to and that they need in order to use higher level spells. So in this case, Create Corpse, I think it's actually a tier 2. Create Corpse is the spell that you absolutely have to have, because almost all of your high tier spells require a corpse in order to cast them. So it's also a balancing tactic, so that if to prevent OP-ness, right, we need to make it
everyone's turned into a 4-year-old.
we need to make it so that the action economy helps balance out that high level, high tier OP character. And so that's one of the reasons that one exists. So really, it's all about trying to come up with something where you're going, oh, I need this spell and I need this spell in order to create something great.
Yeah. The thing I found hardest with this is all of these are really, really good character classes. And it's because I've first time I ever played Shadowdark was I think it was last week. Because I've only ever ran it. I've only ever yeah, that sounded like I don't know. I've done all these videos on it and I've never played it.
Yeah, we were kind of blown away by that. Sorry.
Yeah, forever Games Master on it. So I run combats against myself, but and you do weirdly as a player, you forget about torches. As a Games Master, you always thinking torch, keeping an eye on the timer, stuff like that. As soon as you become a player, you forget how important that torch is. And also and I've realized that people don't want to give up use of both their hands.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, why don't you just carry it? And people I don't want to. I want to use my bow. It's bloody Kelsey. So then obviously you got the Fiend class, which that's just your straight out sort of devilish, diabolic sort of character, isn't it? So sort of.
Yeah, but I mean, just like all the classes, we want to be able to have them as lawful, neutral, or chaotic. They don't have to be devilish, and so that's why they're see, it says in here, Inferno Keepers, Molten Architects, Diabolical Pyromancers, and they can work with the Forges of Fallen Stars, right? So that's their that would be more of the lawful angle, I guess you could say.
I mean, I would argue that the Grave Warden with corpses is
right. It's
chaotic.
No, it's funny, but people do. I just saw somebody write to me and say, "Yeah, I have a lawful Grave Warden." I'm like, "Awesome!"
Well, it is. You're just healing the dead,
right?
You know, it's all about perception.
Yeah, exactly.
So this is the only bit I don't like, because I like the fact that pyromaniacs can blow themselves up.
Well, if you roll a 12 supernova, you detonate yourself and destroy all of your items and possessions. So at least you got that.
Yeah, this is more of an in joke. We had an Ars Magica campaign years ago, and if you've ever played it, you build your town up. And the very first combat, the pyromaniac spellcaster botched his spell and blew everyone up and killed the whole party.
Oh yeah,
No good.
that's great.
That's
So
great.
actually, now I think about it, it would have been really good had he been immune to his own things, because we'd have just all been dead and he'd just been stood around. Just going,
He would have been like, "Huh,
Yeah.
oopsies."
yeah, I'm gonna have to write to Ars Magica and tell them to change their rules. So we've got 11 classes in here. There is then new spirits, which are they were like spirit gods, weren't they?
Right. Yeah. So they're more like your patrons.
Yeah, and then
They're more neutral.
So
too.
yeah, I mean, if you think about it, what we were going for with Unnatural Selection was a major nature portion, because in the original Shadowdark book, you know, there's a couple of animal monsters in there. There's not really a druid class, and there's not animal languages, and there's not the races that are really nature based. So we said, okay, this is an area that definitely needs supplementation. And then we also made it so that it was kind of like the underground or the city. So it was important to get you know, going smugglers and the Grave Warden is a perfect underground class. So we wanted to cover both of those areas. And so the nature spirits were required in order to have your druid class, which we call an ovate, or the shaman class, which is, you know, another nature sort of spellcaster.
Yeah, because this was the first one that sort of really pulled into that, wasn't it? And you kind of opened up more things.
Yeah.
And you did some of the third-party content. They miss out the titles, which I think is probably... would that be one of the harder parts of creating a character?
Oh my
class?
gosh.
It is kind of hard.
Oh, yeah, because you got to come up with all these words that sound good, that they're tiered in you want to feel better when you get to the next one, right? You don't want to go, oh, I've got a worse one than I got in the last level, so this is dumb. Yeah.
Yeah,
I will admit that that's a pain.
Yeah, I can see why people miss that out.
Yeah. Well, but I noticed too, when I'm playing with my groups, that they kind of don't care about it. Like I don't see them going, oh yay, I get a new title, because it never comes up really.
Nope.
I think you'd really have to focus on that. And you know, the characters would have to introduce themselves like, I am the Solarian, you know, blah blah in their name. Otherwise it just doesn't come up all that often.
No, people don't live long enough to have titles in my games. And then you had all these wonderful we're going to say animalistic languages that you then even further broke down to like primates. You got apes and monkeys, you know, you kind of really, and that's more because as we get later on of the companions, isn't it? I assume that's why you sort of broke down the languages a little bit more.
Well, the ovate gets to speak 2 animal languages, and
Yeah.
I wanted to also not have an animal language for every freaking animal. That would be ridiculous. So I wanted to kind of categorize them, group them together as much as I could. So I felt that this breakdown worked.
It is.
Yeah. Troy's just sort of echoing what we were saying towards the start.
Hi, Troy.
Hey, Troy.
I'm going to have to say hi, Troy, now, aren't I? Hi, Troy.
Oh, Daggerheart. I want to try that really badly.
Don't watch my review. Let's move on. It's a weird experience. I always review. I got a bit of grief for my Daggerheart opinion, but I review a book from a games master's point of view, not from a player's point of view.
Yeah.
And I find all creatures only having one stat a little bit hard, and the player rolls 2d12 20 and the players roll 2. Mechanically playing it's an amazing experience, but I think long term I think I would struggle just to keep it going, but we'll see. I don't think it's going to overtake Shadowdark though. That's just my prediction.
Right. Cool. Sounds good.
New magic, so that's off the shaman then, isn't it? And then
Yeah.
there's one of them has
And
to
raising
do,
the dead and how all
yeah,
that
one of
works.
them does chanting as well, which isn't it? That's it.
Yes.
Yeah,
Right.
that was the
Yeah.
Shaman.
So the shaman is always playing some sort of musical chant.
Yeah, and encourage the players to actually bang the desk if they're drumming. No, that's
Right.
all I
Yes.
would say.
Absolutely. Yes.
Yeah, break
They
that
get a
desk.
luck token if they do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what a games master one. And then we got some more mishaps. Are the mishaps quite fun to write? Because I'm guessing.
Yeah, that is fun. Yeah.
He's
Right. And you'll see in Druscara, I've got a ton of them already, and there's more to come.
there's so many.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's because you've got one for each of the crystals as well, haven't you? As
Right.
well as other stuff. We'll tell you about the crystals when we get there, so we don't want to spoil it too early. I think we'll just go through the spells. We can just there's a ton of new spells as well. Yeah, we saw
Explosion is a favorite, you know, and that's another one where if you don't have anybody dead, you've got create corpse, so you can try to place corpses around as traps or bombs or whatever and set those off,
Just kill someone.
or just kill someone. Yes,
love it.
That's what I would do.
Yeah.
The easiest way. Wander.
And then the
one's OP.
And then the ovate version of that is create tree, and then the ovate can cast all kinds of enchantment spells on trees to help out the party and so forth. So you're either in a forest or you're in a dungeon, so you have to create a tree in order to make that useful.
Cool. What's this then? So that's Death Ward Shield Circle. Then that is, isn't
What
it?
is
Yeah.
that?
Death Ward Circle.
Yeah.
Screaming. Hey, it's Life Wolf.
So as you can, as anyone's watching, see if you haven't got this, there are. I think it's about 100-ish spells. I think when I did my review of this, there's a lot in here. Ceremonies, new carousing rules. I think carousing rules are one of the things that we all look forward to doing an alternate carouse.
Yeah,
I think finding new ways. They kind of work for a little bit, but there's lots of stuff. Highlands is good. This is coming up a fair few times.
Yeah.
About Highlands and stuff. Chris Powell does a good one on Highlands, doesn't he? The Letters from the Dark. One of his has got some Highland stuff in. Curiosity is was this my favorite bit of the book?
I think you said it was. Yeah.
There's this and there's something else still coming up, but these random little things that just appear in the world, or they'd be objects of fire, and you just roll in 40-20 and then just picking across something that's going to
that art piece is so funny.
Yeah,
change the world really. And then we've got different materials, characteristics, interactions, give them all personalities, functions as well. And then you've got a ton of monsters, even some 0-level companion monsters as well. This is for, was it the ovate, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. More natural animals as well. Swarm of piranhas. And then your curse. Do you want to sort of talk through the foul curse?
Oh boy.
Well,
that was actually my idea. He wrote it all out, but my idea was, I don't even know where it came from. It came from where's that art piece? Because
can you go to the end of this little section?
No, There. So that I created that creature probably like, I don't know, over a decade ago, and I just would call it, a hellhound, right? But then we're creating our world, and I was like, well, I really want this psychotic thing to be in our world, so I made up this name that means like vengeful wrath, and I forget what language, honestly, but that was fell rack. So the fell part of that is, fell is wicked and evil and corrupted stuff. So I was like, oh, the fell curse, and then he went ham sandwich with that one,
right? And so I just used this drawing, or it might have been a different drawing at the time.
It's probably a different one.
And said, okay, I want to be able to randomly create that sort of thing, but I also want some other things. And so, it's kind of fun to take a piece of art and then create a rule system around it.
That's my art. Yeah.
So that's
my favorite piece.
Yeah, it is. It's excellent. And so, there's all kinds of different things that can happen to you if you get bit by a creature with the fell curse. And we had one of those get to try out on one of our games.
I wonder what happened. Oh yeah.
Yeah. And he ended up with giant spider legs, his skin like sloughed off, and he was all darkened, and he was blind, and he couldn't raise levels anymore. But he loved it. He thought it was the coolest character ever. He couldn't raise levels. He
His
couldn't get
AC
more
was
hit
ridiculous.
points. His AC was very high because of one of the rolls on it. So, you know, he stuck at 3rd level forever, but thought it was great. So,
Now
you know,
he's dead.
now he's dead. But you know, that happens.
It comes to all of us.
Yes.
And then what was there's a ton of new monsters as well. There's was it 4, I think, sort of big bosses. So it's a little bit similar to what County did with Shadowdark, where you've got sort of normal level creatures ish, levelish, and then you go, here you go. It is something really, really sort of more interesting as well. Gent, more art here. That's horrible, by the way.
Yeah, but it's a great,
not horrible art.
Great
I mean,
piece
like
of
that.
art. No, I know.
Yeah. I do like sort of dust creatures and things like that. That they're always good things to bring out on players.
Yeah,
and that
monster.
I think that's the one thing I've discovered from doing this channel over the last year and a bit is actually playing. Because I do all the live plays, and we're live playing Druscara 2 weeks from now, aren't we? On off my other channel.
What time?
And actually playing with new people, because I've had the same group now for sort of 30 odd years. So my players kind of have this expectation of knowing what I'm probably going to do to them.
yeah.
So yeah, you know, everything's metagamed with us now.
Right.
Magic items. This is, I think, the bit I've always found hardest as a games master is creating magic items, but then coming up with a really cool name. Mine have always got like, oh yeah, it's a plus magic sword of killing or something. I can never come up with the interesting stuff.
Hold on, though. Write. He will make some pretty dumb names, and I'll be like, no.
Yeah.
No.
Right. But some of them I put in there anyway. At like Life Wolf is the example.
I argued that so hard.
Yeah, and I love Life Wolf. It's a ovate spell that sends this spectral wolf out to go revive people that are at 0 hit points and then disappear. I just wanted people to say that I'm casting Life Wolf. I just think it's great.
So you won on that one, yeah?
I did. Well, you know, I just put it in there.
I was like, we have to change that. It has to be something different. I don't know. But then, no, Life Wolf. So
once Bunny was reading like the physical copy in your hand, you're like, no, just skip over that page.
Yeah, right. Let's keep on going.
Yeah.
Are you happy? Should we just send that out as is? Yeah.
Looks great. No Life Wolf here.
Yeah. Here, more wine. And then gauntlets. I have never done a Shadowdark gauntlet.
Oh, they're fun.
Mm-hmm. It is fun.
Yeah, done a DCC. The only thing I've ever done in DCC is gauntlets.
Okay.
I've never played it with a first level character in DCC, where these two seem to swap over. But there are some really good gauntlets out there.
Yeah.
As well as yours. I just realised how I said that then.
Oh, they're really good guns,
well,
except not yours.
I assumed ours was at the top of the list. I mean, maybe that's just the way I
thought we were talking about DCC. I was going to jump into a story about how I just killed my whole party.
No, do it. Carry on.
Well, okay. So we went, I don't forget what we were playing, but we went into a chamber. This is my first time playing DCC at, my first Gary Con? Right?
Oh, was it a Gary Con?
I think so. It could have been Gen Con. I don't remember. Doesn't matter. It was a con, and I was playing a wizard, a wizard. I was an elf wizard, and I went into this chamber, and this evil god deity was like, if you kill them, I will give you power untold, and blah blah. And I was like, So I did Burning Hands, but you know how you roll percentages, and when you get like or numbers and it gets like really, really, really high, the more ridiculous and the more damage you do in DCC. Well, I rolled really freaking high and I added like all this crap to it. So it ended up being this massive number and it like scorched the entirety of the whole room. And I literally killed everybody. I did like 40 plus damage to everybody in that room or more. And he's the only one that survived. And I had to chase him down.
I ran.
He ran.
Coward.
I had to chase him down.
Yep. You know you've got a good one when you've got to tell a story about it.
Oh, I had fun. I had fun destroying my party.
That's the ultimate goal of a GM. It's if the players go around telling stories about their adventure, then you've won.
Yeah,
Ever
I thought
since
you.
then, I loved DCC.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say, you know, you got a good wife when she kills everyone in the room apart from the husband, and then
He
it dawns on her
survived.
she's got to go and kill him anyway.
Yeah.
I chased him down. The god's like,
didn't I get away?
you didn't know. I chased you down. I don't know if I killed you.
I
The
don't
story,
think you did.
the movie ended there, right? So it's the next movie where he has to survive.
Right.
He was in the other room running away,
Yeah.
and I killed. There's somebody else in the other room that ran away too, but I got them. So,
That's good. That's good.
He was a coward and ran.
Were you invited back for the next game?
Yeah, I don't know.
But it's when you're trying to explain this hobby to people, because you always see those memes, don't you? It's like what people think, what we think we look like, and things like that. And I blame Matt Mercer for some of this, because I always, you know, we all thought we were like really good DMs, and then you see people like that doing it, you're like, God, I'm terrible. I am terrible because I don't do voices.
Yeah.
Well, he's really good because he's a voice actor, and
yeah, that's what I mean.
You know, he can really get into characters, so that's part of the reason why he's such a good. I just spoke to myself. That's why he's such a good DM in most instances, because he is an actor.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
So don't compare yourself to.
No, I don't now. But all my players go, oh look, we meet an NPC's got the same voice again. You know, because I can do like 3 voices. Because wow,
you have like one lady voice. We have like 2 lady voices. You're like, I talk like this, or you're like, are you like have your old lady voice?
Yeah,
like,
I have enjoyed doing voices for the characters, definitely, and I always try to come up with a new one as often as I possibly can.
Yeah. What do you like though over the next week? Because if I do a voice next week, by the time they're with that NPC, I've forgotten what voice I did.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I don't have that problem for some reason. Well, you know, we play on Thursday nights. We play live actually on the Dungeon Damsel channel, and I make a previously on video for each episode, and so I rewatch it again shortly before we're about to play, and so I get to hear exactly what I did, and then it makes it a little bit easier for me to duplicate it.
So what you're basically saying is I need to video all of my plays with my groups.
Yes.
I've tried.
Audio.
I've tried to get them to do it, because we on Tuesday nights, well, Sunday nights it's face-to-face, Tuesday nights it's over Roll20, and they don't want to be recorded. They just won't do it.
Well, you know what you do is you just give them some incredible boon. Like, you want to raise the level? We're going to record it.
Bribery. You can have a luck token. So that is Unnatural Selection.
Luck token.
Yeah, one whole luck token. That is available direct from your website, I believe.
Correct.
So
and it will also be available with Druscara.
We're making a new cover for it. Yeah.
Yep.
It's gonna be amazing.
Okay. Yeah. Is that going to be limited run just for Druscara, or is that going to become?
No, that'll be the new one. So the current version of Unnatural Selection will go out of print, and then the new one will be the permanent one.
Yeah.
Yes, buy it now before it's gone.
Yeah, we've got we've got just around 100 copies left, I think, in our store. So
that's
good.
Really? We don't have that many.
No, I know.
Uh-oh.
But it should last us until the campaign, so it should work out.
Yeah. Is it gone well for you? I say I see it on so many shelves. You know, it's next to Shadowdark and everything else. So did it go as well as you'd expected, or has it been far better received?
We expected like 25K maximum.
Yeah, and we got 4 times.
I was like, if we are lucky, that is what we will get.
Right. Yeah. No, so we were blown away.
106K. That is not.
I think our timing was good on that too. I think that is a big factor. But luckily everybody liked the content and like yourself made videos about it and so on, and so we've had a lot of success from
the community that really helped out. Like the Shadowdark community is like the greatest community that, no knock on any other communities, but I feel like has ever existed. They're great people. They want to help everybody.
It does seem to be the most encouraging and helpful. You know, in the time I've been on YouTube, I've had 2 negative comments. That's it.
Wow.
One of them was someone wrote a load of words incorrectly, and then wrote just the piss take. And then someone on my video yesterday just wrote clickbait underneath it, and I was like,
oh, sure.
I just woke up and I went, oh, just go away.
Oh, but if they comment, that's still
Oh, it still helps.
What happened?
a cat did something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, a comment is a comment, and then I tend to want to write back to them and go, oh, tell me more, and get them to keep commenting, because that helps the video.
Yeah.
I just like to put things on ignore. I'm like, they're mean, but whatever, dude.
Yeah.
He just like, oh, let's engage them. I'm like,
Yeah,
that's negativity. I don't know.
Yeah, because I was so late to Shadowdark. I when it first came on Kickstarter and it started exploding, I went, I don't understand what this game is. I really don't get the fuss. How's it making so much money? It's just an old school 2D20. And I didn't play it for, I think it was around about last Christmas. And then I played it once. Well, so I ran it, and I was just like, saw the players with the darkness and everything else. And I was like, this is bloody amazing. Warhammer Fantasy Role Playing has been my favorite game for years. I'm dreading doing my top 10 this year because I don't know quite how high Shadowdark's going to go. Because it's just,
I didn't know what Shadowdark was when I first ran into it either, when it was on the Kickstarter, and I don't think I supported it until day 2, because I just didn't know, and I opened it up and started reading it, and then I was just like, okay, $60. And then after everything's said and done and we were playing into it, and you had the ability to upgrade your tier, I was like, maximum. Yeah. And then so for the next book, when she released Western Marches Kickstarter, I was number 1. I waited to click the support pledge. Yeah. I was number 1. Well, aside from I think her wife was number 1, but I was number 2, which was technically number 1 for normal people.
Yeah, yeah. Because I got Unnatural Selection. It was actually recommended to me. I went on the Facebook page for Shadowdark, and I was like, look, I'm looking for some inspiration of books to review, and yours was the most recommended.
That's cool.
Nice.
So, so yeah, grab that and a few others, and then I've just been doing whatever I'm doing ever since, and it's predominantly Shadowdark stuff. So
it's great
because every time I've ran it for someone, everyone seems to love it.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yep. Once they play it, they go,
5e players,
I don't know if I need to do this.
5e players are like, but 5e players are more reluctant, but that's why we've made Unnatural Selection. We got our 5e players to absolutely be in love with Shadowdark. That's right. Ever since because we had some tough customers who loved their 5e stuff. I'm like,
just try it.
We can just try it. And then they had habits that they had to break, and now they're great. They're fine.
Right. Yeah. But it's people they like what they like, and they're scared of the newest thing. And there's no reason why you can't have both in your collection.
Well, you know, one of the things that I ran into when saying, okay, let's, we're going to move on from 5e was, well, I don't know Shadowdark, so I need to learn the rules. And I was like, you don't have to learn the rules. Just let the DM do it, and all will be fine. So, there's nothing you have to worry about there.
Oh, the light fell.
Oh, yeah, but the light's not on. So.
It's all right. I'm keeping it on the background in case as the flame pops up, and I'll let you know. So yeah, Troy's basically saying, I think what was that? Yeah, Mothership is really and all the Borgs is.
I have not played a Borg yet, and I want
Troy's
to.
had some great questions too. I hope we get a chance to go back.
I know. I'm so sorry. I feel like we're neglecting the chat a little bit.
Yeah, it's quite hard to. There are a lot of good Borgs out there. I'm going to recommend Pirate if you're going to go with any initiative.
Yeah, I've heard that's the best one.
Pirate I haven't played it. Borg was
Mort Borg's a good game. It's a tough read.
Okay.
Because of the way the book's laid out, and fun, but I just like the piratey theme a bit more. We're struggling on the questions because we're just talking and
it's good stuff. It's fine.
So
I just wanted to acknowledge our amazing chat right now. So.
Yeah. Do you want to sort of have a scroll up while I share the backer kit page for Druscara so people can see?
Oh, there's not much there.
No, there isn't. There isn't. But
We have a bunch of images that we could share eventually if you want.
Yeah.
I just thought I'd tease this before we get into the book, really.
Ah, okay.
So, yeah, Black
If
Powder
you
and
go to
Brimstone.
Druscara.com, it'll be a different page that
Mhm.
probably looks a little bit better because that's out of date now.
Is it?
Oh yeah, that is out of date.
I don't know how you change that one. Go to
I figured it out, but
oh, okay.
I
Just
need
go
to say.
Druscara.com and see what that looks like.
What are you doing, you little whiny? Come on, kitty. Come here.
What is it saying? Ah, okay. Right.
Come
Yeah.
on.
Do this one. Black Powder and Brimstone. I've got the creator coming on. He's doing a one shot on my Discord in 4 weeks' time. So if you want to be involved in that, join my Discord. And when it goes for a live play, we can get you on. Right. What was I doing? Can't multitask.
Druscara.com.
Yeah. There you go. Hopefully, is
There
that?
you go. Yep.
That's the new one.
The sexy cover.
Oh, $15.99. So someone signs up right now, you'll be
Lucky number
1,600.
I was
No,
gonna
no, no. Oh, yeah, 16. Or is that? Am I included in the 16?
Oh no. I
you
think we
and
do have
15.99.
16.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Well, okay.
The way that's written,
Even
I was
him.
definitely number one.
Yeah, I'm sure you were.
One thing I'm going to say when we get into the book, I am loving the fact that you're doing black and white with the red images in.
That was me. Design choice. Why?
Because
That's for the dice we were giving away.
Yeah.
cool.
are.
Oh, we still are.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, let's do another one.
Yeah, we
Because-
should do another one.
Yeah.
What you get on the artwork, this is going to make me sound like a right man baby. So I had a load of, my wife's pretty much covered in tattoos, and I was looking at getting tattoos, and my mom will not allow me to have tattoos.
What?
And as a
You're
50-year-old
not
man,
your choice.
Still,
I'm a 50-year-old man.
I was
So
gonna say, what do you mean your mom won't?
You're 50.
she won't let me. I don't want to disappoint her and upset her. And so I've got them. They're all designed, ready to go, and I've got to wait for my mom to die. to get
Oh
to-
no!
Oh no! Oh my
That's
god!
terrible. I hope she's not.
But
watching.
but a lot of it is like what you've done with the artwork. It's black and white,
Right.
and just with like little flicks of red and stuff places, and it really
Cool.
stands out. And that's what I know, because you've got one image that we'll see. It's one of the guys in, and he's got like the red eye. He's got like one eye, and one of
Oh,
them's
that's
red.
interesting. Okay.
Oh, the fish?
No.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know which one you
Uh,
mean.
Yeah, we'll find it when we get there.
Yeah,
My ear trumpet has been struck by lightning. Thank you for
My
your
ear
kind
trumpet.
membership. So he does it because he knows I can't read his name out properly, and he's incredibly generous and kind. So thank you for that. Right,
He's incredibly jealous.
Trust.
He's a jelly
Alright.
man.
Here we go. Right, so it's 3 books. I
Mhm.
think we should we go classes and creatures first?
Whatever you want to do.
Do you think is
Sure.
well? What order would you like to do? If you've got a
I like
preference?
that. I'm gearing up for that one right now. So let's go for it.
Yeah. So we'll just sort of tease what we've got. So we've got classes and creatures. We've then got a dungeon book, and then we've got the core campaign book. But I think off camera you did say something, and I told you don't say it.
Right. Yeah. So really, Unnatural Selection is kind of like the first book to Druscara.
Mhm.
So, the classes are important. The the ancestries are important. Uranus the Great, and some of the characters in the monster section are important.
Mhm.
So, without even realizing I was creating Druscara in Shadowdark, I ended up starting to create Druscara in Shadowdark with Unnatural Selection.
Mhm.
So these 3 books go along with Unnatural Selection, and really the classes and creatures is the most similar to Unnatural Selection because it has the classes, it has the ancestries, the spells, and the monsters that are going to be used throughout Druscara. So
Oh, but you didn't mention that we're making a new cover. Oh, but you did.
yeah, I did, but
So that's technically
okay.
the 4th book of the collection.
Right. And so we will, that kind of red motif that's going on
Yeah.
we're going to convert Unnatural Selection into that style as well. And so the new Unnatural Selection will always be of the new Druscara style.
Are you going to change the spine as well? Is the spine going to still just be jet black, or is the spine going to have some of that red in as well?
We're still undecided. We're still kind of working that stuff out right now.
Working it out.
But it will be an all new cover also.
Which we're waiting on.
Yep. And we've gotten our first one, as you saw in the campaign book.
He's working on the second one right now. It's so amazing.
Yeah. They're all going to be incredible.
Oh, yeah.
Cool. Can't wait. And you're going live October-ish?
Yeah, October 28th.
28th. Okay. So right at the end. So we got a fair amount of time. And how much of these are you expecting to have done? Because obviously anyone watching here, you can see 100.
He's trying to get them all done.
Yeah,
before we go live.
It won't be possible.
Yeah.
It won't be possible. We'll still have to be working on it afterwards. But that was true of Unnatural Selection as well.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm not even going to try and pronounce that. So we're now going to go through the other 3 books.
Debaram. Yeah. So that's the 3 Druscara books plus Unnatural Selection.
Yeah. So we've got Classes and Creatures, as it sounds, Dungeon Book.
Lots of maps.
And that, which
is the names will probably change too. They probably won't just be called Dungeon Book. We'll be working on that too. But Classes and Creatures, we're probably gonna stick with that name.
Yeah. Okay, so let's start with Classes and Creatures. Obviously, is there some art in this one? No, there isn't. Is there? I don't think as yet.
There's naked art.
Empty art spaces still.
Art.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying about the black and red stuff, which I think is really good. Through it really shines, as people are probably giving.
I really like that font too. That was kind of a custom created font for us.
Yeah, we took a font and we had the creator
make some modifications
change
to it
and make modifications and make it more for what we were picturing for it, make it more clear and etc.
Do you want to pick that up?
How much playtest content early is kind of expecting? Oh, okay.
Wow.
So I haven't really worked that out yet. Because we're all on our side playtesting the classes like crazy. We're in 3 or 4 different games, and everybody's playing the new classes and the new ancestries. So we're playtesting the heck out of it. Yeah, we might make a little. What was that? What did we do last?
I would like to give it to the community to help playtest.
Yeah.
Balance is key, and the community is also key, and we don't always have to agree with the community, but the community does help us.
We did have a great help from the community the first time. Yeah. So thanks for bringing that up. I'll probably put something together for that pretty soon.
Yeah, for Unnatural Selection, that's kind of the way we went as well. But now we play tested prior to releasing the book, but with our groups. But I mean, this is a lot more.
Yeah, I would say the class that went through the most refinement from community playtesting was the Plague Doctor. It took a long time to get that right because the action economy was just problematic with that.
Mm-hmm. That's true, it was.
So we've got a few ancestries in here. Have you got an idea of how many you're going to end up with, or will there be more based on back suggestions and stuff like that?
Yeah, there'll probably be more. But these are the ones that are the most prominent in the world of Druscara. Yeah. Other than the ones that were in Unnatural Selection. This helped fill that out.
Yeah. Okay. So ancestries. Then we've got this Arachnomancer.
Yeah.
Because I think some of the images are big spider type people, aren't they? They're a bit like, is it the Drider from? And I don't mean you've stolen that like that, but they are a little bit
right. No, it's
I think she has Drider in her book actually.
Yeah.
And Drow. I don't remember.
Yeah, no, for sure. Drow and Drider.
I think she does have
are in the
original. So we'll call them something different. Probably make them a little bit different.
Yeah, but you've been playing the Arachnomancer. Why don't you talk about that? What do you think of it so far?
I think it's a great support / control class because you can bind people with webbing. You slow them down, and I forget what else it does because I haven't gotten too deep into the spellcasting yet.
Well,
I've
the
only played one.
puppeteering is one of the
The
fun parts.
puppeteering, yeah. There's a marionette type spell where you take control of a individual with your spideriness, but they're completely cognizant and are completely aware of what they just know what you're doing. They can voice out against it, but if you marionette them to go kill their friend,
you can do that.
You can do that. So that's a fun one.
Yeah,
I haven't been able to use that yet, but I'm looking forward to.
What you want to do? Thinking about it, make these just the classes playable, and then you can make them available on your website to freely download for people to play test and give feedback. Possibly.
Right, that's what we've got. That's what we did for Unnatural Selection.
We did like up to 3rd level, didn't we?
Yeah,
is what we
like
did.
That.
The
up to 2nd tier spells, things like that.
I think Kelsey released Shadowdark for free
in that
up to level 3 too. So, and if you like it, if you like the preview, you buy the book. I think we'll probably do a similar thing once we have it more complete and solidified.
Yeah, and some of the art finished.
Well, because you want them to have a preview so that they're like, "What am I getting into?"
Right.
Well, here's what you're getting into.
Yeah, just do a few ancestors, don't you, and a couple of the classes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and then go from there. Like World of Warcraft, free up to level 20, and then £4,000 a month after that.
So, it's a lot. Yeah, I was into that for a little bit, not too long.
Yeah, it's got to be about 10 years since I played it. Since my wife went, "Are you going to start talking to me, or are you going to play Warcraft again?" I think there's some along that sort of conversation.
I'll talk to you. Hello. Can I talk to you while I play Warcraft?
Yeah, why don't you play Warcraft and we can quest together?
Right. Something you guys can do as a team.
Oh, here we go. What sort of stretch goals are you thinking?
Oh God, we haven't.
Yeah, these such advanced questions. We have not worked out what we're going to do.
We have not.
What do you give us some suggestions? What do you want?
Yeah.
What do you want?
You wanted me to pay more attention to the questions, and then you put on it.
That's a good question.
No, it was a good one.
We are in the process of setting up our campaign right now, so I feel like stretch goals might come after. I mean, we last time we did a stretch goal where everybody got free dice. Now that was extremely expensive. I don't know if we could do that, but maybe a stretch goal. I was playing around with the idea of making metallic dice.
I'd probably go with stickers and things for tattoos, designs for tattoos that people can take into tattoo shops to get artwork from your book.
Right.
I guess that's a cool idea.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, get Dungeon Damsel plastered all over your leg and or arm and potentially your face.
It'd be like that bit in, I don't know if Alan Partridge means anything to you in where you are. There's a fan, and he was like a radio presenter. This guy's got his face tattooed across his chest, which is really freaky.
Wait,
so
oh God,
it's a comedy series, so it's not. It's,
I probably is it not a real tattoo?
Yeah, I probably should have said that right at the start.
Okay, I was like, oh, there's people that have their own face on themselves. It's very strange.
This is me as a guest player on the Crystal Saga.
Oh, that'd be fun.
So, cool.
Have you watched that?
I'm gonna have to say no.
Okay, that's all right.
That's fine.
Yeah, we just had our 50th episode on.
I caught the 50th episode. I did watch a bit of that.
Awesome.
I think it was yesterday or the day before. But yeah, I really struggle for time for watching other people's because I've gone so mad into sort of having a daily video on my YouTube channel,
right?
And having a business
put it at a higher speed. Let it go faster.
Yeah,
that helps.
Yeah, I'm starting to slow down a bit now with all the lives that I'm doing and interviews and live plays and stuff.
Yeah.
But,
we're ramping up.
We're going crazy.
So, but then that's why I've created a second channel so I could do 2 videos a day now and again. So, Dunce and Damsel to get plastered.
I don't
all
drink
over your leg.
Oh,
that's where that came from.
I was like,
said, get Dungeon Damsel plastered all over your leg. And
I don't know. He's got the beer. That's beer tokens.
I know.
I don't drink alcohol.
He just modified the statement. I saw it.
I'm more than happy to have all y'all drink alcohol.
Yeah, I'll come to America and drink Jaeger with you.
Right.
I used to do Jaeger bombs back in the day. I don't, but I haven't touched alcohol for like, gosh, how old am I? Almost 15 years or so.
Yeah, I managed about 3 months, and then life just happens and gets in the way. So
So
It's
yeah,
shiny.
so yeah, the Shining Knight is very
I'm surprised
much.
there's no art.
Yeah, I know. It's very much an important part of the world. The
Mhm.
Shining Kingdom is pretty much half of the continent.
The beacon of racism.
And yeah, they appear very just and very noble
Virtuous.
and very virtuous and so on. But of course, there's
They're
lots
big,
of
but
problems going on underneath the scenes.
I like it. It's a very good metaphor for certain stuff.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep my mouth shut in case I say the wrong thing because this is live.
Yep. And then this is your full-on archer with lots of trick shots. This has been tested for a long time now.
I think I want new art for that though.
Yeah, we can do a new
Okay.
art piece. Yeah. But yeah, it's a really fun one. She's been using it a lot in the Thursday night game, and uses the trick shots very creatively in combat. So and outside of combat. So it's been great.
Yeah, the Arcane Archer is one of my favorite 3.5 prestige classes.
Oh yeah.
That's cool.
Right.
I've never made it to a prestige class.
You know,
all the games fizzle out. Like it's
the
whole problem with D&D a lot of times is that games just fizzle.
But then if you weren't playing it when 3.5 was around, because once 5th edition came, as you said, you moved to 5th edition.
Yeah, it's true. That's true.
So you probably never ran into a long campaign. Sword Sage, this is, what's this, a martial spellcasting class?
Yeah, so it's the fighter magic user idea, because that was another one that we were moving over from basic fantasy into Shadowdark. Why is my mind blanking?
I don't know.
Into Shadowdark.
What are we making?
And so it's kind of cool because it's pretty much the wizard, but you don't just automatically get spells. You have to get a scroll or somebody's spell book or whatever and study them that way. So
and if you fail in your roll, you don't learn the spell.
You never get it. So yeah, it's nice because the GM can balance that. They can say, well, you don't find any scrolls, you don't find any spell books, or they're too expensive.
So if you got a nasty games master, you're never getting any better.
Right.
It's so naked.
This is the newest one. So excited about this one. This is the healer class.
I named that class though.
Yep, and it is really one of the more grotesque possible things we could do, because he's constantly creating.
It is so gross.
These hunks of flesh that they're then reusing in their non-arcane style, because it's a wisdom based class. And when they go ahead and they heal you, they're putting this extra hunk of flesh on you to heal you, and you have to roll to see if you reject it or not. So it's another kind of balance factor. And I don't know, everybody who's played it so far, not you, has really enjoyed it.
They love it. I just think it's gross.
It's gross.
I'm like, they just... Ugh.
Do you have to? That won't be in the final book, will it now?
What?
Because you got your way with that spell, so this will be out now.
All right. No, it's too popular.
No, I named it. I just
People
don't ever want anybody to touch me with somebody else's skin.
No,
it sounds wrong.
It's like when they grow those ears on rats, like human ears on rats.
Yeah.
You just take that ear and put it on somebody else's forehead, like.
Yeah. You're like, thank you very much. I don't want that. That's been on the back of a rat. So this one looked interesting.
Oh, I love that art too. That's my favorite.
Yeah, it's a great piece of art.
Pieces of art.
Like a useful monk as opposed to the 5e weird monk.
Are we gonna keep it named the Rooted?
Yeah, because it's part of Eldrion.
Okay.
So yeah, we haven't had a lot of place testing on this one yet. But
I think we had one person.
But I'm excited about it for sure.
They died.
Yeah. So yeah, you get these out.
Yeah, I agree.
Play testing and then go on. So a load of new gods, which is going to link in with the worlds.
Yep.
Is it pretty much one god per sort of island, or
no? Not necessarily. No, it's certainly across the board, depending on your allegiances and or your alignment.
I didn't realize unicorns were lawful and or gods.
Yeah.
Okay, now I know.
Yeah.
Thanks for that secret. he keeps me out of some of the knowledge only because I'm playing in the
campaigns.
Games, but sometimes he has to tell me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, I offer advice. And
Yeah, it's really good.
I do
She's
do
very
like to
good.
shape what I know and help him. Yeah. I like my voice in it too.
No, that's cool. So we got the spells here. Some of the spells. I don't. Are the spells final, or is there still a lot more spells?
No, that was just to get it out there for this preview, so you could take a look at it, and others, so they can see what you're looking at.
Such naked art.
Oh yeah, there's no art. I put that together very recently.
No art doesn't bother me.
We are slowly going through and having people do art for things as we sift through and edit pages.
You'll see it in the campaign book. It's almost completely full of art.
Yeah.
That's the book he's been working on the most.
Well, no, it's good that you send these out with that art, because there are certain reviewers that oddly like to print stuff off and read it before they review it. And as someone that prints quite a lot for work, you kind of want printer-friendly stuff to read if you're going to do that.
Yeah.
Wall of Flesh. That's nice.
Wall of Flesh.
Oh, that's the wrong. It shouldn't be Arachnomancer. That should be Skinweaver.
I did wonder.
Yeah.
So
you found a typo.
Well, I guess I'm taking that. It's a tier 1.
No, it's not tier 1.
It's actually, though.
I know that's wrong too. It's like a tier 4.
The whole world, planet, or just one continent of the world?
There is only one continent on the world, I believe it was.
Yes.
It's a it's a Pangea.
As far as you know, there is only one continent, and it is Druscara.
Yeah, I guess we can expand into them more.
Oh,
that's weird.
Would we want to
stretch goals?
Right.
Stretch goals.
Oh, this other island.
Yeah.
Well, there is Gorgonstone, which is a big island off the coast.
Oh, I hate Gorgonstone. That place is deadly. I was there once.
Well, we'll get to that and show everyone, because pretty much I think we'll come on to that when we get.
So so this here is kind of like your way of creating. You don't know what class you want to do, so you roll up your stats, and your highest stat might be Wisdom, and so you go, okay, let's just roll a D10 and see what Wisdom class I'm gonna take, and so it's just nice to quickly make a decision if you don't want it. Some people, Mage's Musings is one of them, really loves to have everything be completely random. And so this is another way to do it that way.
People do love randomness, especially when you're like, you just died and you're like, okay, whatever. And then you just roll and you're like, I'm this, whatever this is.
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Random tables are brilliant. They are.
Oh, we're going to have a bunch of those, aren't we?
Oh, yeah.
We can probably have a book of nothing but random tables.
Yeah.
But we're not going to do that.
You could put it together as a stretch goal.
Yeah, it's true.
That's true. We could make it. Oh.
Thanks.
Yeah. Well, actually, if you PDF it, it's not too bad, is it? Just
that's true.
Have it as a PDF, like a Games Master resource. So, okay, so that is the classes that are shown at the moment and some ancestries. We've then got the dungeon book, which is about 290. So before we get into this, how many dungeons have you got sort of planned out then, if you've got an idea of the page count?
Most of them are already designed and the players have already gone through them. I just have to move them over into the freaking format, which takes a long time. But boy, I don't know the number off the top of my head. It's got to be in 25 to 30, something like that. They're all different sizes too. You'll have one that's just 6 chambers, and then you'll have one that's 30 or 40.
3 different maps.
Yeah, different maps and so on. So you'll get an idea as we scroll through this.
Yeah, and you got a great artist on your maps.
Oh my gosh, I know.
Oh yeah, he is
fantastic. They're amazing, aren't they?
Yeah. So
he's on my Discord.
Oh yeah, that's great.
I love him.
Yeah.
He's a great character. He's just a great person.
Yeah.
Great artist too. He's really good. Stance on half races.
Well, it depends on the race. So we have our half orcs are a historical half orc race called the Ogrash, and so they have been that way for generations. But then you might have another one. We have there's only one half nymph in the world. The most beautiful man in all of Druscara is a half nymph. So he is a a human and a fey nymph. So it just depends.
Okay, there's a question just above as well. Is it difficult for you guys to use Kickstarter or BackerKit?
Oh boy, we get to rant and rave about this now in a positive way.
I would like that to be defined a little bit. If that's the what do you mean? Like, is it harder for us to use Kickstarter or is it harder for us to use Backer? Because we chose to use BackerKit because we talked to them while we were at Gen Con, and they I was like, what? And they were brand new at the time, so their percentages were different. Now they're a little bit higher, but they were different, and they hold your hands. BackerKit holds your hands. I don't know about Kickstarter. I had nobody I could talk to, nobody to give me any information, no one to hold my hand through the process of creating. But with BackerKit, I try to convert so many people to BackerKit. But wherever your audience is where you're gonna continue to.
If you don't have an audience, then make a good decision because you're gonna be with them forever.
Yes.
So, but we love BackerKit. Very, very helpful.
I
very
do love
knowledgeable.
BackerKit. They always are updating their stuff, and now Kickstarter is sort of stealing their ideas and moving them over. But I still don't think they hold your hand.
No, I don't think you have a contact at Kickstarter. You're just doing it all on your own.
Yeah, but there's actually, not that there's not a group of people, but there's literally a group of people that you can email, and maybe if you're lucky that day or the next day you will get your answer, and they will help show you through it, or they'll do it for you, whatever it is that you need. At least that's been our experience.
Yep.
They're great people. They're great.
Yep.
So if you are.
Oh, sorry. One more thing.
No,
a lot of people like to do their surveys through BackerKit, and so this is just like you can do Kickstarter and then do BackerKit, and then you have like that BackerKit's like that middleman before it goes to the people. Well, if you just do BackerKit, that's the middleman and the front man, and then it goes to the people.
It's simpler.
So you cut down the percentages if you stick with one, or Yep. So it was a no-brainer for us to go BackerKit. And we were like one of the first people to do a campaign on there, so that was interesting. We helped them streamline the process, I think.
Right. Yep. Yeah, we were involved in that process.
It was fun.
Yep.
I don't know. They left the best taste in my mouth, like chocolate pudding. I want to go back and eat some more. That's my experience.
So yeah, Bill obviously uses BackerKit as well. So, and Fox Off RPG, I'm sure Xane, you know him, don't you? You know, Kieran. So he does loads of Kickstarter, Shadowdark stuff too. There is good help out there for Kickstarter as well. As that goings helps a lot of creators on Kickstarter, but I
think 5e does really well on Kickstarter.
Yeah, certain things do better on different ones too.
But because I have an enamel pin business, and holy crap, do my enamel pins explode on BackerKit. That's why I'm really, really, really. October is going to be psychotic for me.
Yeah,
psychotic. Before we launch Druscara, only a week in between, I'm launching an enamel pin campaign. So that's just gonna my mind's gonna be blown for that whole month.
Then you can take the rest of the year off.
Yeah. Right.
Nope. That's not true.
No.
Because in January I have another campaign.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Yep.
What are you doing in January?
Another pin campaign. It's for a Pintopia, but I'm gonna do mimic plushes. So this is going to be a whole nother avenue of I don't know what I'm doing, but it's going to be amazing. I have a lot of friends who have done plushies, and they're going to probably help me get into contact with great manufacturers and let me know about the process. I've already been talking to people, so I'm very excited, and who knows what's going to happen. But I did mimic pins. I wish I had them to show you. I don't at the moment. And they exploded. So I'm just, I don't know. So that's my own business.
Yeah, we're really lucky because both of our first campaigns, her for her pins and then for Unnatural Selection, did really, really well, surprisingly well. And so
and then my second campaign did 4 times as much as my first one, which was a shock. But it's obviously a calling. I should probably continue. And so I have.
Yeah. So you're both full-time this is day jobs now. Yeah.
Yep.
Excellent. Living the dream. No more 9 to 5. No, that's really good. That's really good. I'm just going to plug myself here. Hold on.
Yeah, go for it.
MacDog, if you want to send me a copy of this, of your book, I'll happily have a look for it, and it may get stuck on my channel. So find me on Discord, or my email is on my account. If you want, I'm happy to help you. I've looked at a lot of Shadowdark books. What have I done? 65 videos, I think, of Shadowdark.
Wow.
Of zines and stuff over the last sort of
How many have I done?
1 month.
I don't even know.
Exploding Mimics. That should be a stretch goal. Exploding Mimics.
Exploding Mimics. Oh my gosh, we should. You make me want to create a card game called Exploding Mimics. Like there's
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I just went there with that one. That's really good. Write that down, and I'll race you to it.
I don't have time to do it. You probably get it done before I do.
Yeah.
No, I won't. No, I won't.
I just do all the mimic art. That's fine. I'm okay.
Yeah. Okay, so better do the book quickly, hadn't we?
Right.
So I think probably I don't really want to sit and show. Actually, there's 36 pages. I always feel this is a bit spoily, but I suppose it's not too bad for this, is it? Because
These maps are so pretty. You haven't even shown me all of these yet.
Okay, do you want to see them? Okay,
them.
we've got art in this. We'll show you all the maps. So
looks so good. I love him so much.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to tell him that after this.
Yeah, his Warhammer Shadowdark books are amazing.
Nice.
So he's converting Bloodstone, the Bloodstone campaign. Cool.
He's just a cool dude. Wow.
Yeah.
That's a good map. Look at that map.
Yeah. And lines up well. You'd be surprised how many times I look at 2-page maps that are just slightly out.
And this is good.
I shouldn't be even seeing this right now.
And this is going to be, you guys are going to go through a portion of this for
the
live play.
Oh no. Why? I don't want to go there.
Yep, it is bad.
Oh, are you about to go on this one in your live play?
No, she's there. They're not close to it, but we're gonna do it in 2 weeks. Yeah.
I need to get off that. Then
I told you not to read it all. Did you read it?
No.
Okay,
I don't really tend to read adventures.
That would be too
for this, because with the amount of what you sent me, I basically flicked through that one and just had a look, because
right.
You know, I don't want to learn it, but if I
I'll shield my eyes.
Odd, he's in the live play as well. So
okay, cool, yeah.
So there you go. There, back again.
Don't look.
All right, so, now we're on to the last one.
I don't know. It's just the
the campaign book.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What's his surname? Glenn Stark, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's on your face. I'll be right back.
Okay.
I can't spell Glenn. There. Oh, Agile, you didn't get the notice. I sent you 5 emails and letters to your house. So, but you're here now. What's this from Bill? Now, when the Tyrax attacks, will be ready. Oh yeah, Bill's in the play as well, isn't he? He's in your live play. Right, yeah. This is it. This is the final book. I say final. It's 253 pages. So we're going to be another 3 hours going through this.
Yeah, right.
We are not. The front art cover is stunning. Who did this?
Lucas Court.
Okay.
Yeah, he's amazing, and he's doing all of them. So we're overjoyed.
Oh, look at that. He gets notification for Viagra, but not for my channel. Surely watching my channel means you don't need Viagra.
That's right.
That's all types of wrong. Okay, so this is your main breakup of the books, really. This is what we're sort of how to play, make it your own, how to use it, and then avoiding spoilers and stuff. So do you want to sort of explain this? Because
I think it'd be easier to explain it when we get to a section. I could just kind of point it out.
Yeah. So, okay. Cool.
So for example,
I'll go over a page.
Yeah. So this is. Anybody could read the common lore. If you're a player in this world, read the common lore. You'll know more about it. But then the truth section, that should be read by GMs, because they're going to know all the the backstory and truth and be able to kind of slowly introduce you to that, use it as rumors and all kinds of things. That's not working.
Okay, so then we're straight into history. I do like history. Is this going to be fleshed out a little bit more, or is this just a nice, quick 2-page?
Yeah, it's going to be, you know, again, all right. So when you're doing this thing, especially when you're working on Shadowdark, the more information is bad. You want as little as possible for so many reasons. One of which is so that the DM can elaborate it on it the way they want to. The other is, oh my gosh, these books are, you know, in that small digest size. So it's going to be 10,000 pages to get across, you know, too much information. So the beauty, the art of creating environments, campaigns, worlds, monsters, classes, everything in Shadowdark is the brevity. And so sticking with that brevity approach is really important. And so that's kind of why everything is written the way that it's written. It's just enough information for you to get it, and then for you to expand on it in your own way.
Cool. I do think we all have that panic where you go, here's a timeline of the world. And then they go, how many more pages?
Right.
I mean,
Yeah. Who wants to sit and read that? I mean, you know, that's like going to history class in school.
Yeah, which I actually enjoyed.
Yeah. Not everyone did, though.
But I was at school a long time ago, so there wasn't a lot of history to cover. It's
Right,
you younger people, it's just got worse. Now, I responded to this, then I suddenly thought that might not be directed at me. That might be directed at you guys.
I think it might be you.
I maybe, I don't know. So I don't want to see, if that wasn't directed at me, I didn't want to seem presumptuous. If it was directed at me, thank you very much. That's an incredibly nice thing to say. So, okay, right, let's get back to the book. This is why I keep saying, though, about how wonderful people are. People are just so bloody nice. Okay, so core crystals. This is, I would say, this is the big. How do we do this without? I suppose it's not really a spoiler, is it? Because a lot of people know. I'm going to let you explain this, and I'm just going to sit on my hands, because then you can say as much or as little as you want about that.
Well, I just from a creating a campaign. If you just do, okay, you get your spells, you get your basic magic items, you go into dungeons and you kill stuff. Okay, that's cool, and that can be very fun. But I like world-changing things. I like it when there's a king, there's a queen, there's a tyrant who is trying to acquire something, especially whether it's land, whether it's followers, whether it's incredible magical items, whatever it is. And so I want to create in this world all kinds of options for these tyrants to be able to affect the world. And one of the best ways are these core crystals. These are core to the makeup of Druscara, and they are extremely powerful artifacts. Way more powerful than anything else. You look at it and go, oh no, that's OP. Well, but it's very balanced, because every time you use one, bad things happen to you, essentially.
Sort of.
So, and you can't use it too many times or you die. So, you know, it's very much set up to be, okay, I'm going to use these in an emergency situation, and it's affecting the entire world pretty much every time I use one. And so this is an amazing, fun thing for the players to try to acquire, to try to find out where they are, to try to find out who's using what and how they're affecting the world as a result of it. So they are the main thrust of everything that's going on in Druscara. And if you want to be a good player, if you want to follow a good path, then your goal is to acquire these and put them in their proper place. If you want to be a chaotic player, then you want to acquire these and use them in dastardly and devious ways. So it's the perfect combination. And of course, you're going to run into all kinds of characters throughout the world that are in both camps.
And is it common knowledge where the crystals are at the start of the campaign for the players?
No, it's barely even understood.
That's good then,
You have to learn about them.
because I was constantly flicking through, going, "Where are they? Where are they? I can't find it. I can't find it." And I was like,
"You'll never know."
It will be explained in there. That's just not part of the preview. But and that would, you saw on the previous page, the common lore is just, hey, we know of 2, and that's it.
2.
Right. They're the stuff of legend, right? So they only know the crystal rose probably exists somewhere, and the crystal ice is held by somebody in one city in the West. That's it. That's
the
all
crystal ice and the crystal rose were probably the more I know where that is, sort of kind of crystals. The other ones are like, do they exist?
Yeah.
Where are those?
Maybe there's 10, maybe there's 5, maybe there's 9. We don't even know how many there are.
You have to find a book that tells you.
Right.
And you probably can't read it. It's not in your language.
So we've got Iceland, Moon, Iceland, Moon, Rain, Rose, Skull, and Sun. And they all do different things. And I'm just going to skip on so people can't see, because I kind of don't want to. They've all got their own mishap tables, which again, I'm going to skip on. But if you want to sort of talk about a little bit about the mishap tables, how that sort of
because to wield one of the crystals, you are essentially making a roll, just like you would for casting a spell. There are a couple of them that you don't have to make a roll for, a couple of powers, but otherwise you do. And if you fail, which is very easy to do, then you're gonna have some sort of disaster happen. And you know what mishaps are. They're very similar to the other mishaps, but they're very related. So if you have a crystal ice, then maybe you cause a blizzard to happen and everybody's buried in snow instantly.
Even
that sort of thing. Right.
Good. And chroma magic, that is new magic specific to this world. I'll edit that bit out.
yeah, that is absolutely right. It is it is very controversial. There's lots of places that say that is forbidden magic, and there's a lot of history there. It's evil. It made the lost city of Chromatica sink into the ocean. Like, there's all kinds of history based on its use, and you have to be let's see. Yeah, I was gonna say given permission by something to be able to wield it. So, but there will be spells for every major class, every major spellcasting class that are specific to chroma magic, as well as magic items and that sort of thing. And those all have similar mishaps if you don't use them correctly and so forth. So, and
is it going to be a level 1 and 2 as well? And it's just because you haven't done the level 1 and 2
No, they're only higher tier chroma.
Cool.
Spells,
cool. So that's new, because I don't think I've ever seen a class that does that as yet for casting. So that's quite cool. So it means
so there will be wizard chroma spells, and there will be ovate chroma spells.
Oh, I think they meant the never mind. I was talking about that person.
But it means you can go big with them, though, doesn't it?
Yes.
So if you're not having any sort of like low first and second tier spells, it just means you can just make everything big and impressive. Because the spells in Shadowdark are pretty strong compared to other systems anyway, aren't they?
I agree with that. Yeah.
And then events tables, which is obviously events going on in the world. And this is a D100, which is great. And I was like, this is going to take a while, but I think this only runs up to 50 in this.
Yeah, I've got 40 in here. Yeah.
But yeah, I was having a look through and I was like, actually, like these. And the fact this is D100 means it's going to add a huge amount of replayability, because a lot of the events tables are off D20s, aren't they? So, which isn't big. And then we've got all the realms, which are, is it 10? It is 10, isn't it? Yeah. And I've jumped onto the map quickly. So yeah, this is obviously we've got page numbers to come in once this is fully fleshed out. But each area, nice descriptor. So for example, here we've got the Volarim Mountains. Is that how it's pronounced?
Yep.
Which will then go over here, and then you'll see them here. And this is what I was saying about right at the start. So if you've joined in not from the beginning, This feels very much Game of Thrones, because every island or location feels like its own culture. They've got their own races in there, so this is obviously going to bring in elements of sort of racial hatred, I'd imagine, from the races. But all the cities are laid out differently. There's a vertical city in one of the places, and as the book goes on, you then even draw out each of the locations and expand on the cities. And even in what you've sent me, which is 255 pages, there's enough here just to play the game. It feels, and you'll probably go, no, because we know we need to add out.
Oh no, you totally could. And so
yeah.
That's the beauty of it. It's not a system where you're on rails, right? It is okay, let's explore this realm and see what's going on here. And all the information is there available to you. And then you roll on the random events table, and all of a sudden the realm that you're in goes into a war with another realm. And so now you're in the midst of a war, and you could pick sides. You could decide that you want to go say, heck with all this, we're going to go somewhere else. I mean, the whole world is set up to be completely a living world. That's the best way to say it, that there's not okay, you've got to do this in this order and then do that, and then we're going to have our plot line that's going to finish, and so on and so forth. No, it's completely open to however it goes.
It does very much feel alive, and like you say, because of the amount of random tables in here, and you even do this bit, so it's all got the local stuff in here, so random animals, locations, encounters, and then you break down each. So here we've got Cape Black, which is 2 on the map here. Sorry about my thing. And then you'll go further into what's in the residents, population, factions, common law, truths, and they've got goals. So what is that particular location, town, or city trying to achieve? Which might be something local, or it might be something, well, global, continental, let's say, or global, mightn't it, as well? Which is these are stunning as well. Whoever you've got in to do these.
Oh yeah, and there's a couple of different artists doing those, but yeah, this is Sid Quaid. He's done great.
Yeah. So breaks down again, creatures, monsters, fights for people to have, allies, more quests in here, and then each of them, well, have got at least one big bad, haven't they? So, and they range from liches. There's a dragon on one of them, I remember.
Mm-hmm.
I want to find the guy with the one eye to show you that I mentioned towards the start.
The big bads, or just the ruler of the realm. They might not be bad, but they also yeah, this piece is great.
It is. This is why I don't go swimming.
You can't swim.
It does terrify me. This is the one I was thinking of when I was saying about the Dryders. Dryads, isn't it?
That art piece is amazing, by the way. It's beautiful.
The whole art in here is amazing.
Yeah, I agree.
And you've got loads more to add.
They're all great.
Yeah. It's like a jungle. It's almost Endor.
Yeah, right.
I want to find that piece of art without rushing too far in, but I'm trying to sort of like show it all without sort of going through. So this is, do you want to sort of talk about this one? Because obviously
this is a fun character who is we talked about the Ogrash earlier, and he is essentially the ruler of the Ogrash from Nine Tree Fort. So he is a half orc, mostly orc, and they all have their own things. Like he's tired because he is constantly battling back this transformation that his entire race is going to transform him into monsters, and so he's doing whatever he can to keep that from happening and keep the Nine Tree Fort happy. And he's being attacked by frost giants and red caps and everything. So this is your tired leader who's just trying to make it through.
Yeah. So Agile has just gifted memberships to both channels. So thank you, Agile.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you. I need to make a membership.
Yeah, we don't have a membership set up.
I'm making what's it called?
What's going to happen to that then? What's that do then?
Probably goes to you.
Yeah, I would think it would go to you.
I don't know. We'll see. We shall see.
Yeah.
9 trees, denizens. So, oh yeah, should have said each area then has some your specific creatures in here as well, which is obviously in addition to the ones that are going to be in your other book. I love these. So that whole look at me, I'm so important and powerful, and everyone come out.
He is very important. He's the one. He's the one who has the crystal ice.
So that's why he thinks he's Charlie Big Potatoes, is it?
Right. Yes.
So
they worshipped him.
it's like at the start of I can't think. It'll come back to me about 3 o'clock in the morning. You know, like things do is when you're live, you can't get your brain to, but you're asleep, and then you'll wake up and go,
Yes.
"That's what I wanted to say." Okay, so Bren Peerlaw, which is this Templar here. Oh, he's not quite as good. I want to find the dragon, that dragon bit where he's
Liliopsis.
Yeah, Liliopsis is great.
Yeah. He's offering.
No, but it's quite a bit further down.
Yeah. I think it's towards the back, isn't it? But yeah, there's so much in here. So what have you got to add to this then?
Well, like, you know, there's still some cities that aren't in there. So we don't have Borfrost. We don't have Brass Oak. You know, there's still more that I have to fill out.
Are we adding regional carousing too?
Yes, I want to do carousing for each location.
There are going to be so many carousing tables. Oh, that piece of art is so pretty.
Yeah. So more cities, specific carousing, more monsters. Any more monsters, I assume?
Oh yeah, the creatures book is going to have a lot. I mean, I'm referencing them constantly through this and through the dungeon book. So yeah, it's going to be filled. I don't even know how many. Like I said, most of this stuff is already created. It's just not in this format. So that's the time-consuming part, is putting it all in here.
Yeah. So obviously, and what I like is you've given all the art, obviously, the same sort of remit of, you know, use black and white, and then a little bit. If you're going to use any color, it's got to be the same red throughout. Him. That's what I meant.
Oh, Vizier Thani.
Yeah, the one with
Vizier Thani. Yes. He's a very important part. He's a very important part of our Thursday night.
I want him to die.
He's an NPC. He's there to help the party.
So.
No.
So tell me, why do you want him to die? What's wrong with him?
He's just annoying. He's overstayed his NPC welcome.
No, I have not. I've done that. I've got fireballs. I help you very much.
Is it the voice?
Yeah.
I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. I don't mean like that, but is it?
I want all the NPCs to go away. It's like I want the PCs to shine more.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
What you need to do, start murder hobo in them.
We've tried.
Yes, but I'm a nice guy. I don't need to be killed.
He tried to kill us when we first met him.
Right. Well, yes, but that's because you had the crystal rose, and I didn't want it to fall into the wrong hands. It's very important.
Totally, you're the wrong hands. But anyway, yeah.
What level are the players currently in your campaign then?
They're up there now, 7 or 8.
Am I 8?
Oh, you could kill him now. You can see his stats clearly. Yeah, you can take a level 10.
I have that eyeball thing. I put it over my eyeball to see where the crystals are. So
that's
it makes the crystals shine if they're in the area or something.
Got to get quite close. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, it's kind of within far. If you have a clear sight to them, they show up.
Yeah. And they've got the sort of pirate area, the poachers area, wasn't it? I think this was about a little bit piratey.
I love seeing all the art in the book.
Yeah.
Good use of the blood.
Yeah, that's the thing. At first we were putting too much red in, and it's like, this doesn't even make sense. We need to have it only when it makes total sense.
Meaningful red.
Blood, a rose, otherwise, gems, rubies, otherwise, no.
Yeah, because there's gems and rubies in there.
Right.
Yeah, so you don't really notice it.
Right.
Yeah. When it's printed, it probably will stand out more. Yeah, so that's Liliopsis. She's
Yeah, she's an interesting one because she starts
She's
off
recurring.
as gray. She is a gray dragon.
yeah.
She's lost her color. And so one of the things that the players can do is try to help her because she needs help to recover her color. But of course, she's a fire dragon, so that's not necessarily the best thing to do. And so
Turn her back to red.
They ended up in the current group. They really worked with her a lot, and
That was my fault.
well, and you know, this is the fun emergent stuff that can happen because one of the players decided to ask for a boon, one of her magic items, and she said, okay, sure, but then you owe me this. And so then she was chasing them down all the time, trying to acquire the thing that they had that they could help her with.
I always kept calling her on her magical crystal ball.
Right.
And getting her involved. Nobody liked it.
No, at inopportune times.
Did it.
Right. So that's again the idea is to provide these characters, give them motivations, give them backstories so that people can get involved with it, and then they become fun reoccurring characters or entire quests just on them.
This book is huge.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
Nowhere near done.
It is 400.
Nowhere near being done. It's humongous.
I like that map too a lot. Going back to the cliffside, like that. That's a fun one because it's a piece of art with labels. That is Joe Porchio.
I'm just putting out there. I'm not living here, or here,
yeah.
or here.
They put a measly post to hold up that rock to see if that'll stop that from falling into the ocean.
Yep.
It's not the most disabled friendly cities that I've ever seen.
Right.
If that was in our country, they'd have closed it down and forced you to put stair lifts everywhere. Need a nice ramp up here. So
lots of stairs.
But that's
what
I said.
Has to be skinny, right?
Yeah. Breed them out. And then finally, I thought she was going to be a higher level than she was.
Yes, but she requires lots of her minions or her people to protect her, and she in our campaign she ended up with the crystal skull, and so she is extremely powerful because she had the crystal skull. She doesn't start off with it; she just acquired it and. Through the random events.
Thanks to us not taking care of certain things and then certain other factions because of our time wasting doing other stuff. The skull got migrated to the
queen,
to the crystal. What's it called? The Shining City.
The Shining City.
Sorry.
And is he in the sea?
No, that's the city right there in the lower right corner.
Yeah, no. So he's not actually in the oceans or seas.
No, that's Primus, the creator of Druscara.
Right. Okay. Because that'd be a reason not to go fishing, I think. No.
He won't kill you. He's nice.
He won't. And that's it. That's all we've got.
That's it.
Oh, that's it. That is it. I say that's it. That is absolutely so much that you've shown. Well, we've shown tonight. So time frames point of view. So Kickstarter goes live 29th, did you say? 28th of October. Should be pretty much done. So how fast do you think the PDFs are going to be in people's hands?
Probably months.
It'll be months. Yeah. Because I still have a lot to, again, move into that format. And now I'm kind of shifting my focus onto the actual campaign. Because we've got to make the video and we've got to do the setup of the page and all this stuff. So I can't be putting content into the format now. So it's going to be a little bit before the PDFs are released. Yeah.
And then from there, so where I know time frames mean because things can go wrong, but what's the sort of aim for physical books, people's hands?
Well, we learned a lot from the first one. We expected that to go much faster and easier and smoother than it did. I guess we were naive in that way. The process of having a foreign country create your content and a company that is asleep when you're awake and vice versa.
Yeah, it's rough.
And don't always get back to you when they should,
or they don't understand.
And
it's rough.
We thought that was going to be done in let's see, we ended in October last time,
I think
and
we shot for like 5 months.
and we thought in
typically,
May we would be shipping it out, and we didn't ship it out until December. So that, it's just so many problems that went on in between that.
I think what we're going to do is allow for the expectations to be, what do I want to say, deeper or longer, and then
hope
and or provide
very good feedback and very good information.
Closer to what we actually want. You know what I mean? Like make people happy by providing things quicker. I think our problem was we thought that it wouldn't take too long. We were definitely mistaken, and we ran into issues, but we did, like he said, we learned so much from our first campaign that we know what to expect for the next one.
Yeah.
You think?
Yeah, right. We hope that we know what to do. Well,
say it with confidence, and the world believes you.
Right. There's many things that we do know now that we didn't before. That helps.
We're definitely considering manufacturing in the United States, which is going to cost
that's true.
more of an arm and a leg and possibly the entirety of your torso. But
is it Goodman Games that are now offered? They've opened up their printing to American publishers. I'm sure I read somewhere that Goodman Games because they print in America. It's one of the big American companies have now offered to smaller publishers that you can print in America.
Okay, we'll check with that.
Because tariffs are gonna wreck. Anything.
Yeah, don't mention tariffs on my channel.
Okay, never mind.
It was mentioned on my Discord once, and it's the only one argument people have ever had. And,
right. No arguments.
No arguments.
You just have to deal with it.
Yeah. It's you can't do anything about it, can you? Well, you can obviously. I say if it's not good and I'll see if I can find the article, and if I can find it, I'll let you know.
That'd be cool.
Who it was. In my head, Troll Lord Games. Actually, I think it's Troll Lord Games. No, Space. Is it good?
Oh, okay.
It's definitely got games in the title.
It's one of those.
So yeah, I think it might well be Troll Lord Games.
I could go talk to him.
Yeah, I've got Troll Lord Games coming on for an interview soon.
Yeah.
So that'll be good because people keep nagging me to do Castles and Crusaders, and it's time. It generally is time because they are big books. But we have got a question here, which is
cool.
Oh yeah.
Ballpark ideas of pledge cost yet? I don't know. Is it too early to say, or do you know?
It's a little early to say. We're
trying to figure it out.
We know kind of that what we charged and what our costs were for Unnatural Selection. Now the problem is the costs are going to be higher this time.
Yeah.
The books are bigger because Unnatural Selection was only 160 pages, and most of these are going to be way over that.
Yeah.
So,
we're shooting for the set. I would say roughly at least $300. I mean, that's I think Shadowdark did
with a bookcase or
it's a book
box
cardboard set. Or whatever the heck they make it out of box set. It's a box. And then we'll have special edition as well. So there's going to be two different. So I'm not sure which one's going to be it could be like $100-something or more. We now that we have more information to provide to our manufacturer or our in between that knows manufacturers here in the United States and in China and in I think India. Some they were mentioning some different place that I never knew about. We just have to give him the information and he'll get back to us about the pricing, and then we could really figure out our profit point and the lowest we can set.
And this stuff is changing so much. If we say, it's going to be this, and then a year from now when we finally are able to ship it all out, then it might be completely different. So it's going to be challenging to nail this down, but
that's why you leave yourself some cushion.
The key thing is avoid any sort of anything else going in, because if you keep purely at books, you've got a bit more of a chance. That seems to be what I'm hearing from talking to people.
We didn't have too much trouble with the dice, though.
Yeah, the dice was fine.
We were surprised. We thought we were going to run into a problem with that, but everybody seemed to get the dice without any major hiccups.
No, but from what someone
For
was telling in the
VATs and
comment.
stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah, it's for the VAT
Yeah,
purposes and
books
stuff
is easier.
because books are normally nil rated in a lot of companies.
Yeah, it's the media mail versus.
Once you put dice, but what you can do is if you put dice in a box set and put an adventure in it, because Games Master screens don't count, they're not nil vatable. They should be charged. But if you put an adventure in with it, it becomes a book, which is why all the big companies now sell adventures with the Games Master screens, because it gets it through the nil VAT brackets.
We were not going to do a Game Master screen, but okay.
Yeah.
So it gives you that option,
Well,
which is why you get that little guide in.
We are likely to do a cloth map because that
Yeah.
makes sense for our big map.
Yeah.
And then probably a notebook to keep track of all the world events with nice filled out, easy check boxes to keep track of it all.
Poster stretch goals. Me coming on your channel. I bet you record at some weird time when I should be asleep.
Probably.
But I would. I'd love to come on. So yeah, we can.
Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah,
if we can make that
yeah.
work, so.
Yeah, you should be. I would say like it's probably going to be like a 7 p.m. for us thing. So I don't know what 7 p.m. for you would be.
That's
So that's like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning,
yeah.
isn't it? What were you? 5 hours behind, aren't you?
I have no idea.
Nearly 10.
Right
Nearly
now,
10 o'clock at night now here.
Right now it is almost 4.
It's almost 4 p.m.
So yeah.
That's 6.
Yeah. 7
hours.
Yeah, it's about
Yeah.
2 in the morning.
And
You just have to get everyone to move to accommodate me.
And we start at 8 usually
Yeah.
our time.
Oh yeah, for the
Yeah. And then you just play for what, 2 hours? I think that 50th one.
Yeah, it's about 2
we
hours.
play
Yeah.
from 8 to 10.
Yep.
Yeah, so midnight. Yeah, that's going to put me through like 2, 3 in the morning.
That's not that bad.
Oh,
I mean,
You can
it's
do
not
it.
it's not terrible. I mean,
I've done it, but I'll have to have a lot of Red Bull, so I might be a little bit mental.
that's fine. You'd probably fit in even better.
So... No, brilliant. Thank you for coming on. Actually, is there anything else you kind of want to plug that you want to sort of talk about? And say,
I mean, we just.
Bunnies, you've got your
Yeah.
second Kickstart, well, backer kit going on, haven't you? For
You can
your
call it
pins and
Kickstarter.
stuff.
Yeah, whatever. Crowdfunding.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Exactly, but...
Yeah, so Druscara.com is where you can go and sign up. I see that somebody just did that. I saw it.
I think Agile put something. Where is it?
Yeah, I think he did. I think it was Agile.
And yeah, we just need people to sign up because the more people we have sign up, the higher chance we have of funding, like almost instantly. I would say
Yeah, and getting to the stretch goals and all that stuff.
Goals, which I'm totally open for suggestions.
Yep.
I'll have to do some research and see what people. I mean, I guess a DM screen would actually be a great stretch goal.
It would be cool. That's a good idea.
Yeah, because then that'd be great actually.
Don't forget to put my name on it. It was my idea.
Yes.
We'll put it in parentheses in this tiny little.
Just a picture of me. That'll do. Just on the inside. Just me doing this.
Yes.
Instead of any random
When it
tables.
unfolds, people are like, "What the heck?"
What have I
That's
bought?
the
But then make it a peel-off sticker with all the tables behind it.
Right.
Oh my god, we should have a sticker of him just going like this. I should totally make that. That would be so great.
That would be cool.
Oh my god, actually, I kind of probably might have to do that.
Yeah, I think so.
And then you can sell it in whatever you do.
Yeah.
It'd be freaking great. I want one now. Just gonna put that in my car.
No,
look at that.
Brilliant. Obviously once we're heading for launch, what I'll do, because I tend to do backer kits and Kickstarter videos as well, so I'll do a video anyway on my Tabletop Tales one for that, because I'm really looking forward to this. I can't wait to get. I'll be PDFing only because things cost me way too much to get shipped into my little island. Sure. It's not my island. I do share it with some people.
I own it. Oh, you said there's any other things that we should say. If they sign up for Druscara, we do drawings for free dice every Friday. So if you sign up, you're automatically entered. So
that's right.
Perfect.
And if we get 2,000 signups, we're going to give away a special edition Unnatural Selection. It's written on there.
There's like 10 of them.
There's not many left.
Or something left.
Day one freebie sticker apparently.
day one backer freebie sticker.
Okay, I'll
Yeah.
totally do day one backer freebie sticker. I don't know
Sure.
what the sticker should be, but I will figure it out.
Or this.
Yes, holding a
Yes.
torch and looking badass.
But I want him to like this. Like he needs to hold a torch and be like, "Hey, torches!"
Didn't Kelsey do a day one sticker?
She did.
Yeah.
It's I
I
think it was.
think.
I don't know if it was a sting bag or something else. The
It was-
first campaign was a sting bag.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's
there's a
definitely
sticker.
a sticker
Agile,
in.
yes, we are in Central Time.
Yes, we are on the coast, the oceany coast.
I can't work out. I'm slowly working out eastern side is east side of the country, west side is the western side, and central down the middle-ish. So it's just weird because I live in a country with one time zone.
Right.
We're
Yeah,
like-
we have 4.
We're like this far from being in Eastern. Like we're
Yeah,
right there.
yeah. We have nothing. You know, I can drive to the end of my country in a day. Takes
Okay,
you that time to get out
totally
your
depending
a
on-
lot to get out your states. So but yeah, I think so. Leave it there. So Kickstarter go live 28th. I've got it right this time. 28th of
Fabricate.
October. On I said Kickstarter again, didn't I?
It's
Back
okay.
a
I'm
kit.
tracking you. It's fine. Don't worry about
Back a kit. Yes, I'm terrible. I'm rubbish.
it.
Oh, yeah.
It's in. Go on. Can I buy
Here's a
one of
good
those?
question from Better with Bacon. You want to throw that up there?
Yeah, just contact us.
Yeah,
I
you have to
mean,
contact us directly through. You can either do it through Facebook or through the DungeonDamsel.com website. Send a message through the form fillable thing,
Yeah.
and let us know that you would like one. And
Yeah, if you're friends with me on Facebook, or if you're not, you can just friend me on Facebook, Bunny Daniel. It's Bunni Daniel. I'm the redhead with the rose. Super easy to find. Just message me there, even if you just want to get in contact like that.
Hi.
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 I always feel bad that when people just jump and go, "Hi, we're going now." It's like when you turn up at a party and everyone's just about to go home. So
Right. Yeah.
but Xane, Bunny, it's been amazing meeting you both. Thank you for coming on and sharing this amazing looking project with me. It's a lot, and I think hopefully we've covered it well enough that
I think so.
go and pre-sport it on back it because like you say, the more that you get on,
Mhm.
the more does it push it more as well? Because I
I
know
think
someone else
so,
was trying to
but
get something.
We're working with them to see how we can push it. So it's
Yeah. If you want to send me a link for your pins and stuff, I'll put that in the video description as
Yeah,
well.
sure.
For this as well.
Yep.
So
sure he has.
but-
Yep.
but you've both got YouTube channels. Have you got a Discord? Do you do anything?
I'm Dungeon Damsel. We do have a Discord. It's not professionally set up yet, but people can join it. We are in the process of having it ported or created, sort of. But people can join. So
Yeah. No. Okay. Oh, quick question from Bamboozle: will there be new dice?
maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I want metal dice, but I don't know what that's going to cost. So we need to look that up.
Yeah.
A lot
We have-
shipping.
We haven't researched that yet. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think we all
Well,
do prefer
okay, so
metal dice.
Bamboozled, do you want dice? And what would you want?
So what would you want?
Did you get the first set of dice?
Because
that
we have
did?
dice that you can buy off our website.
Right. They're
Or if you go to
available.
us.
They're available right now. Just go to DungeonDamsel.com.
I swear it's not porn.
And you've still got 100 copies of the book, and I think you said this will be it. So that print run will be it.
Yes,
And
the
I'll
print
be-
one, the first print run is going to vanish.
Yep.
But there
So
will
you'll
be-
have a very special version of.
Oh, he has
Unnatural
the Ruben
Selection.
has the original dice. Of course you.
Yeah, of course you do. Yeah,
We know
that.
you. You.
We're not
you've been a
talking to
big
you.
fan. Get out of here. Go away. Houdini.
Okay.
Hi. We're trying to close out, and you show up.
Yeah, come on.
How dare?
Okay,
So
yeah.
you didn't get the first dice yet.
Metal.
You
would
did
be
get
good.
the first-
Are you interested in metal? Are you like? I don't know what kind of dice people like. I know metal is a big one for some people.
Metal is a big one. It's not cheap though, is it? But they are good to throw at your mates
I don't
when
know
things
if
go
it's
wrong.
cheap.
I don't know.
we
Metal
have
dice? I don't know.
I
if they're
haven't looked
cheap.
into it
I was going to say that they're probably everything's cheaper over there compared to us. So
because we have
Well,
dice
yeah.
that we couldn't make because the detail would have been extremely expensive to put in for free dice. So this time around, if we do dice, they can't be free because
Doo-doo dice.
the detail.
No.
What?
Doo-doo dice.
Do dice.
Yeah, that's what you just said.
I did.
Yeah. If we do dice.
If we
Doo-doo.
do make
Um,
dice,
So Rudini wants us to go ahead and do the whole thing over again for him. So if we can go and get
Hi,
started.
my name is Dungeon Daniel. I mean Bunny Daniel, whatever.
Well, the good thing is with StreamYard is this will go immediately live on
Right.
my
Yeah.
channel.
Right.
Yeah, Rue, so you can go watch it either on our
so-
channel or his channel or all the channels. Just give it both likes.
Yes,
What's-
metal is very expensive for shipping, says Wyvern. I agree.
Okay.
Yeah, watch it on all channels on loop for the next week. That's your
Yeah.
mission.
Yes. 100 million
That will
times.
help us a lot.
Yeah.
If
10
you want to
billion
help us.
Right, Xane, Bunny, thank
Yep.
you for being here. For everyone else, for all your wonderful comments.
you.
It's been an absolute blast talking to everyone in all the comments.
Yep.
Agile and my ear trumpet for the memberships as well. And I am back live Wednesday night doing a review of Mythic Bastion Land with the group of us on Discord. I'm then live on Thursday night with Stu Goff from the writer of Aegean. And then Friday night, I'm live playing a one-shot of Bill Harvett's Righteous Vow 3.
Oh, I
Nice.
love him. He's
Yeah.
great.
So yeah.
We
And
got to see him at a.
He's gonna be one of the players in our game.
Oh, he is.
He is, yes. Oh,
I
yes.
love him.
And 2 weeks from now, 2 hours ago, we will be playing live on my live channel, which is Dungeons and Dyslexia Tabletop Tales. I should have had a smaller,
Yeah,
easier to
Rue.
say channel. And yeah, Xane, I think you're running, aren't you?
Yes.
And then there's 5 or 6 of us that are playing in that. And yeah, if you want to be involved in one shots, go on my Discord. I've got lots of creators coming on and showing off their products for one shots on Friday nights. So everyone, thank you for watching. Go and subscribe to my channel. If you haven't already, go and subscribe to Duns and Damsel. And Xane, have you got a YouTube channel as well? Or is it on?
Yeah, but
we
it's
need nothing about this.
yeah, it's a completely different topic altogether.
No.
So
Oh, is
Dungeon Damsel is where you want to go.
Okay, perfect. So everyone, thank you for watching, and we'll see you all soon. Cheers.
Bye, everybody.